Oh, I need coffee.
Oh dear.
I do.
Well, we were gonna start the video.
But if we're gonna do like a sit-down Q&A, I need coffee.
Okay, then let me start with the first question, and then you can answer it.
All right, first question.
Do you like coffee?
The answer is yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
While you get your coffee, I am going to say our baby just went to sleep for a nap, and we were gonna film a little Q&A, and I was thinking, oh, I'll go get ready for this. But then I realized I'm just wearing the classic Go sweatshirt, and if I go upstairs and start deciding what I'm gonna wear for this video, my baby's probably gonna wake up right when I decide. And so I'm just gonna sit down. Here's how I was sitting over there doing my vest, and then Peter got back from a walk and we thought, let's go ahead and film. So you get me in my sweats.
Oh yeah,
and
all
that
gray.
is okay, because the Go sweatshirt has been with us through a lot of life, and you guys have been with us for a lot of life, so we want to welcome you.
Okay, if they're new, I don't think they know the story of the Go sweatshirt.
Okay.
They've probably seen it in videos. Both of us wear the Go sweatshirt, and we have a regret included in this story.
I forgot about this part.
So, tell me, this would be the first question of our Q&A. What's the story of the Go sweatshirt?
We had just gotten back from Scotland, so this was about, what, 7 or 8 years ago?
2015. It was
7 years ago.
January 2015.
And we thought we were going to be flying back to Scotland. This was just a quick trip back to help get my health under control. I had been in the hospital. Basically, it turned out I never went back to Scotland. And so we then lived in our friend's basement for over a year while we were in transition. He finished his second master's degree. He was working for like Uber and Lyft. And anyway, all of this to say, most of our clothing was in Scotland. And other clothing that we had was packed, was it in Maryland?
Yeah.
It was in Maryland in storage. So we needed a sweatshirt because this quick stay that we thought was going to be quick in our friend's basement then kept going and kept going, and that season of life kept going.
I have a correction to the story.
Sorry.
We were actually living in Newport at the time at the rehab house. This was before we were living in our friend's basement.
We called it the rehab house. It was to rehab me after a long hospital stay.
Yes. It was kind of, we still hadn't decided whether Mary would go back to Scotland or not. It was kind of, we need to give this some time, see how her body does. Anyway, so we're living up there. I remember we had a rented, we didn't have a car because we sold our car when we went to Scotland.
That rental where like part of the wheel flew off while we were driving. The wheel well. Peter!
I do not remember
We pulled
that.
over because we were like, what was that sound? And like the entire inside of the wheel well had like peeled off.
You mean like the hubcap?
This part.
Okay.
Like the wheel, like
oh, like the fender or like
something.
the mud flap kind of thing? I don't remember this. It was a rented Prius. I do remember that. I remember
These are meaningless details, by the
there
way.
was snow on the ground.
Yes.
We go to the
Savers.
thrift store.
Savers was a good thrift store.
And we found the Go sweatshirt.
So basically our clothes were in storage. We were cold. It was getting colder, and we said, let's go buy a sweatshirt. So we go into Savers and just casually look around. Little did we know that 7 years later, the effects of that amazing thrift store find would still be impacting our life on a daily basis.
It's one of the comfiest sweatshirts, and the biggest regret is there were 2 of them, and we only bought 1.
Oh, it's like the giveaway from a
marathon.
Yeah, like
or
a marathon
not, it wasn't a marathon
something.
or like a Boston run something.
So
anyways,
since then, I have then scoured the internet trying to find more Go sweatshirts, and the next best that I found is I type in New Balance, Boston running, or Go Boston, or whatever, all these different variations to find other marathon type sweatshirts from New Balance. I have found a few.
So
my family teases me for this.
She is totally a poser. She wears all the marathon running gear. The other day she even came down. My brother-in-law did an Ironman, and so we have this hat, and she was wearing the Ironman hat, like a Boston running sweatshirt.
And my New Balance shoes, or like whatever sneakers I was wearing. I felt like a faker.
Well,
but
you know, the clothing is comfy.
Yes.
And who would have imagined that 7 years ago when we bought that sweatshirt that it would be a mom morning sweatshirt?
Yeah, right?
I know.
Well, I think I've realized it's basically my version of a robe. Like, it's a comfy thing you just throw on, and then, yeah, so. Anyway, okay, I have questions for you.
Okay. Ask away.
What's your favorite thing you've eaten this month?
Favorite thing I've eaten this month? Woo!
Something we've made here at the house.
Oh, okay.
I'll narrow that down.
Okay. My mind went to sushi-oki nachos, but
okay.
That was probably my favorite thing. Okay, something we've made at
And
the
just so
house.
you know, I'm setting this up that, like, I have it in my mind what
the
our answer is gonna be. So, like...
Okay, favorite thing this month. I am like blanking at food that we've made. I just edited a video where we made salmon, so I'm gonna say salmon. But
I was thinking the biscuits and gravy.
Okay, oh yes, biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
We have this new rhythm where like Friday night into Saturday morning is kind of our family time, day of rest, and change our rhythms. And so this past Saturday, for brunch, we made biscuits and gravy.
It was so good.
It was so good.
The next question is favorite family moment recently.
Ooh, okay, favorite family moment.
I don't have an answer for this one yet.
I think swinging in the hammock together with Elijah.
It's been amazing.
The hammock, I would have never thought like that would be a place that we spend a lot of time with Elijah, but he loves to swing, and we love the hammock already. Like for all of our marriage, we've been hammock people.
Yeah.
And so we just leave the hammock set up, and we go out there with him probably every day, except for yesterday because it was abysmally dreary.
So cold and rainy.
Yeah.
Hardest moment recently.
Ooh, probably riding in the car with Elijah.
He's hit this situation where the car seat is his least favorite thing in the whole world. And so we're trying to, like, you know, I'll hold a book up for him and it'll work for like 2 seconds, and he'll even look at me. I'll sit in the back seat with him and he'll look at me and smile and even laugh. And then like 2 seconds later, he's like, actually no. Well, and then he screams.
Yeah.
It's so sad, and I like
sad.
want to help him, but I have to tell him, like, for safety reasons, you have to stay in that seat.
Yeah, it's because we love you, buddy.
I know.
I think he's gonna grow out of this hatred of the car seat, but for now, car rides usually end in a lot of screaming, and that's probably my least favorite.
We did switch his car seat to the convertible style, and we have maybe 30% less crying.
Yeah.
But, so we count it a victory whenever that happens.
Yeah. Do you have a least favorite moment?
Well, I think it was hard. This weekend was hard. I had a kind of stubborn migraine situation, and it makes me grateful for teen parenting.
Yeah.
Teamwork, because I had to take headache meds, and then I felt weird from the headache meds, and I couldn't not take them because I was in so much pain. So that's hard, but it's part of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of just...
those moments you press through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in those moments, like, I look down at him and I'm rocking him. I love those moments too. It doesn't make parenting go on pause. It kind of like slows down the moment. Yeah, a couple times this weekend I had to just kind of hand Elijah over, and I know that you love time with him, so it's all good, but
and we
it was rough.
Yeah, like Mary said, we approach all of life as a team, and with that, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How is managing your health while parenting?
It's good. It's sometimes a different schedule. Like, it's interesting. I mean, it used to be that I wake up, I have my coffee makes me poop, I do my best, I take my meds, I eat when I'm able. Like, it used to just be this kind of rhythm or flow, and now there's still like new rhythms. And Elijah usually wakes up, he likes to have a snack, like a milk snack. Some carrots and crackers. No, he'll have a little bit to eat, and then he's usually happy, and that's when I usually make my coffee. And there are new rhythms, but then sometimes he has a completely different rhythm in the morning.
It's more unpredictable rhythms.
Yeah. And today's video is sponsored by Hero, and we are grateful for their sponsorship, and we're grateful for your guys' support as we share our sponsored content. And actually, as we filmed this, I saw that Hero was asking me, "You pre-dispensed your 10 a.m. Did you take it?" I took it. So,
Hero is a smart pill dispenser, and it's really a medication management service where it integrates with an app on your phone. A caregiver can have the app on their phone, and it schedules your doses. It keeps all of your...
Well, you tell it what the schedule is.
Yes.
Then it follows the schedule.
And then it can hold up to 10 medications, and it holds those medications in little canisters. You just have to, it'll remind you when they need refilled. You pour them in. There's no filling of pill cases. How has that changed your life?
That's been really nice. I mean, there's something satisfying. There was something satisfying for the first 30-something years of my life, filling those little pill cases, but I do not miss it. To refill, this door opens, and then you literally just pour the medication into the little canister. And it's easy, and there is less thinking involved. Here's how it works.
So it just popped open, and
it's empty.
The calcium was empty, so you have this little... So the question I have is, what if somebody takes more than 10 medications?
Yeah, so it only holds 10 medications, and those of you guys who are chronic illness warriors like me, we all know we obviously have more than 10 medications, including the meds that I take every time I eat. So my enzymes do not go in this machine. I've been keeping out the ones that, I'm selective of which 10 go in here. And then things like melatonin and other vitamins or things that I know I can take right before bed, I keep them by my bed. You can program in Hero in the app, say like the meds that are not in the machine, and it can remind you, hey, it's whatever time you told it. It's 11 p.m. Did you take XYZ, these meds? Yeah,
or like your nebulizer that needs to be refrigerated. You can schedule it at, say, 9 a.m. You want to do your nebulizer. The app will remind you. And
so, to your question, how has managing health stuff been? It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. I think it's kind of like when I moved to college, where you learn, okay, I have a lot of priorities on my list, and I've got to figure out when and how to prioritize my health. To get the therapy done, to remember to take the medications, to go to the doctor. Like, you've got to clear space in your schedule. You've got to do these things. And Hero's been a huge asset for me in my life as a parent and as a chronic illness patient. It seriously, I keep thinking, I want to tell my doctors, like, I'm a parent, but I don't miss my meds. I don't forget my medications, and I'm really excited and thankful for that because it's important to me. It's important to my doctors, and
it's important to Elijah. And
yeah,
I
exactly.
think if you guys want to try out Hero, they are offering to you guys, they're waiving the initiation startup cost. So it's usually $100. They're waiving that fee for you if you use our promo code and the link in the description.
Yep.
And
then it's about $1 a day for the subscription.
it's not for everybody. You got to weigh out the subscription costs for your budget. But for a lot of people, I think it can be a really useful tool.
Yeah.
So
there's some of our highlights from our recent ponderings of life, and thanks for joining us today. And as always,
we'll see you next time.
bye guys.
Bye.